Hi, I'm Charlie.
And I'm Liz.
And we're the Adventure Closet. And today, we're going on a hike.
Down that way.
So come along with us. You guys just saw us last week. That was actually last June. That was the last time we picked up a camera. Last June. So it's been a while. Some stuff has happened. Not much, but some stuff. Maybe we'll bring you up to speed on some things.
It's spring in our hometown of Washington, and we spent 7 months in Southeast Asia. It was probably the time of our lives, and it's just, I'm speechless about our experience that we had there, and it's hard to explain, but I didn't think that I would miss home so much. Being back here in the Pacific Northwest is home, and seeing the moss and the trees has just been like this huge comfy sweater. It's a comfort to be here. We're taking the time to reflect on our experience that we had in Southeast Asia and taking this time to really slow down. We're doing some work to save up money for new adventures. But just walking out here in the woods, it kind of pulls all the puzzle pieces together, all the things that we experienced in Southeast Asia. It was so much that trying to encapsulate that in one conversation to tell you how amazing it was is just a fruitless endeavor, because I mean, if you've watched all our videos from then, it's, you know, we did so many things I can hardly remember. I'm glad we recorded it.
Ooh. Winter's rough, let me tell you. It has been a long winter for us. Just, you know, kind of trapped one place. I mean, we went from 7 months of exploring Southeast Asia, completely brand new country seemed like every couple of months, to coming back to Washington State and just kind of working. Like, we have got a job at Amazon, you know, like a warehouse job, where we're essentially just robots putting stuff on shelves, packing boxes, you know, job stuff. Stuff that people do. Trying to build up our reserves for whatever our next adventure is going to be. We're still up in the air on what our next adventure is going to be. And it's been since last June. It's kind of crazy. But we've been thinking about just kind of staying local to our home state, catching up on trails and mountains and woods and just hanging out with family. You know, just some of the things that you normally do when you're not in another country for 7 months. But don't get us wrong, we do miss it a lot. Gosh, it was one of the funnest things we've ever done, was our trip to Southeast Asia.
I was afraid when we got home from Asia that I wouldn't know how to act. I wouldn't know how to reacclimate myself to just being home. It gave me so much to contemplate on how I live as an American and how people live in Asia, and the different freedoms and non-freedoms, and the way food is handled, presented. I need to find a way to weave this experience that we had into our life here and use the richness of somebody else's culture to add richness to our culture here in the States. I think that's the beautiful thing about our country is we are a mix of cultures, but oftentimes you don't intermingle with other cultures if you're in a neighborhood where you don't have a lot of, Southeast Asians or Hispanic people or, whatever. So I'm really excited to start making my own Asian fusions with the cooking and generosity. I've always felt like I'm a generous person, but I'm very motivated by the generosity we experience in Asia. Literally somebody giving me her shoes when my shoes broke. I need to be more generous.
It's also kind of funny we haven't picked up a camera in that amount of time to film, and we're like, gosh, we are so rusty. How do we even film this? What do we even say? What do we even do? And I said, well, let's just pick up a camera and do what we normally do, just film. And that's what we're doing. just filming today. We are getting some fresh air, getting in the woods to get our brains going again. Oh man, wintertime, your brain just kind of turns to sludge if you're just not out doing stuff, not outdoors. At least mine does. And it's rough. It's really rough. Let me tell you, like, you know, that seasonal depression fits in. I mean, and it's compounded when you go from go to work. We started working nights, like overnight, so we didn't even see daylight for months after we got back, just because it was a little extra money to make working nights, which in hindsight, not worth it at all. Do not recommend working nights. You have to have a certain kind of mindset for that, and that's not for me. That's not for us. We need this daylight, this little bit of sun kissing our faces.
Keep using Southeast Asia as this like broad statement that we experienced all of Southeast Asia. We did not. We didn't even experience all of Cambodia, all of Thailand, all of Laos, all of Vietnam. There's so much to see. But there's also this many countries in Southeast Asia. And I want to go back. I want to see India. I want to see Myanmar someday, hopefully. Indonesia. I mean, there's so much to see, and every country has its own unique culture and foods and animals. Like, just everything is so different when you cross a border. So I'm excited. If we were to go back to Southeast Asia, what country do you guys think that we should go to, and why? Because we might just have to plan for another adventure. Man, look at these huge stumps. The trees in this forest before they were logged were just ginormous. I really wish I could have seen it. I thought I heard a woodpecker. Did you guys hear that?
This video is going to be a true test of who follows us for us and who follows us for what we do. Our algorithm is about to die because we are about to hit 10,000 subscribers, which is amazing. Like, we never thought we'd be that big. And we're going from travel vlogging to, I don't know, just kind of exploring the Pacific Northwest. I mean, honestly, we don't even know if that's what we're doing. But for right now, that's the plan. But YouTube is going to kill our algorithm because we're probably going to lose a bunch of subscribers and yada, yada, yada. Going to get no views, no suggestions, none of that stuff. But you know what? None of that stuff matters to us. We do this just because we enjoy it. It's more of a diary of our lives, and it's kind of what we share with everybody. And we made so many friends along the way, like all you guys down there in the comments saying hi. Yeah, I know we've been a little busy lately, but we still read them all. It's hard to answer them all the time, especially, working 10-hour days. It's hard to find time to sit down and answer all the hundreds and hundreds of comments that we get from you guys. But we do take the time to read them all. We appreciate it. We enjoy hearing from you guys, and we hope that you'll continue to converse with us in the comments, because it makes it that much better to know that you guys enjoy watching our lives, what we do. I don't know. I mean, I find it interesting enough to put these videos together. You find it interesting enough to watch. I mean, if you're still watching me ramble about you watching us, you're the true fans. We appreciate it. And we hope to continue bringing these adventures to you as much as possible.
If I had to pick the most beautiful place we went to in Asia, I would say, actually it'd be kind of a tie. But I would say the number one beautiful place that we went to was Hoa Babi Lake in northern Vietnam. It's like several hours outside of Hanoi. And we were surrounded by these limestone mountains in this humongous lake, and we had a private boat tour through it, and went into this huge cave and went to a village, a Hmong village, and they made us some food. It was so amazing. So I definitely put that as number one. But the most beautiful, I'm eating my hair, sorry. The most beautiful town we were in Asia was definitely Vong Vieng Lao. Just a town, just beautiful, like surrounded by mountains and just gorgeous. We rode our motorcycle through a river. It was a really fun time. And I mean, what is the name of that beach town? Okay, Charlie, help me out here. In Thailand, my favorite beach town is this town, and thank you, Charlie, for adding that in there so I can be cool. Yeah, but anyways, that town is one of the most beautiful places in Thailand, and it's just like this sleepy old resort town. We had like the best stay there. It was so awesome. I would go back in a heartbeat. But yeah, so beautiful. And then as far as like architecture goes and history, Cambodia wins for the place of a lifetime. Angkor Wat. that was breathtaking and such an experience in itself. Do you remember swimming in the waterfalls in Thailand?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And the beaches, getting those shots with your beard. That was probably my favorite shots from our time in Asia.
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
Good times.
What was your favorite thing to film?
To film? I mean, I really love the temples. Like, all the unique temples were just so different. And, just, I don't know, like, in each country, they're just all different temples.
Yeah. I was just telling these guys that Angkor Wat was
Oh.
probably the best experience we had there.
Yeah, by far. We're not usually into touristy things, but oh my gosh, Angkor Wat needs to be on everybody's bucket list. It is just unbelievably amazing.
Yeah. And I mean, we are tourists, but you guys understand what we mean by touristy things, like the traps.
Yeah, where a lot of people are.
Yeah, where they're trying to make a bunch of money off of you, which they are at Angkor Wat. Like, they're making a ton of money.
Yeah.
But that one is worth it.
Yes. Angkor Wat is definitely worth it. But, I mean, other than that, just all the small towns and all the little people that we met along the way, the friendly farmer that pulled us into his barn and, you know, just
Gave us tea.
Yeah, gave us tea. And, I mean, even hotel owners, like the Elizabeth Hotel in Tamcock. Yeah. We were just outside taking a picture of Liz in front of the Elizabeth Hotel sign, and he brings us in and sits and chats with us, and, you know, we sat and drank tea for him for like an hour or more.
That's the Vietnam way.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
Or the guys that invited us in for karaoke in Vietnam.
Oh my gosh. And I sang a country song.
Yeah, and they loved it. It was great.
Yeah, that was the time of our lives. All of it was.
Yeah.
I hope you guys had the time of your lives watching it. Like, I know it's not the same actually being there, but I hope that we filmed it well. I think we did.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think
Did you guys have a favorite experience from this whole series of Asia? I'm really curious, so please let us know.
so. Yeah. Love that spot with the creek and the old bridge. This trail, I don't know if we told you the name, is the White Chuck Bench Trail. We've done a video here before. It's a nice early season trail. It's only about 4 miles long or so, out past Darrington, Washington. Just peaceful, pretty flat, not too many hills, very easy hike. It used to be an old railroad grade, I believe. It's just so peaceful out here. Glad we could bring you guys along. It's early spring here and the flowers are just starting to bloom, and butterflies and bees are out pollinating already. Ferns are just starting to get super green again after the winter, and it's so nice to be out again doing stuff as opposed to just, you know, working all the time.
This is what one of these looks like when it's just budding. One of these guys. So nice just sitting here listening to the spring behind me and the birds singing. Looking at the plants, the butterflies, the bees, the flowers. Charlie's taking a nap on a log. The world is amazing. And all of us get to live in this, in our own little worlds. And some of us weirdos let other people see our own little worlds. It's fun to film. I really... Picking up the camera today, like, it was like riding a bicycle. Like, it just reminded me that how much I miss talking to you guys. Even though you guys have seen us every week. We've had the camera down for a while, like Charlie said. It's good to be back. Spring is here. Time for new adventures. I'm excited.
Just laying down on this log here, listening to the birds, the creek, the wind through the trees. It's not the most comfortable place to lay down, but you can just close your eyes and take it all in. It's quite a bit different than the hustle and bustle of Southeast Asia for sure. You know, for 40 years, this is all I knew was this. Washington State, Pacific Northwest. I took trips with my mom when I was young, but, you know, this is where I grew up. This is where I played. This is where I lived before traveling, before going overseas to Southeast Asia. And just always coming back here just feels like home. Like, it's definitely a good feeling being in these woods and smelling the smells, feeling the feels. I'm sure you guys have your own place that feels like home. A place where you grew up, a place where you made your memories. A place that feels good to be in. Just be in. Like, you don't have to be doing anything, you're just there. And it feels good. What is that place for you guys? Like, where did you guys grow up? Where are you growing up? What is your definition of home? I'd like to know. Drop us a comment. Let us know where your home is. Just found this on the trail. Anybody know if is this a false morel or is this a real morel? My guess is it's probably a real morel, which is kind of crazy because I don't think I've ever found a real morel. It's just laying on the trail here.
Best food in Asia? Bun cha in Vietnam. Hands down. Overall best. I'm getting hungry. I want to go back to Asia to get dinner and then come back home. Just a 12-hour flight later. And another 12-hour flight back. Oh man, when are they gonna invent the teleporter? Like, beam me up, Scotty. I want to go to Asia. You know, taking so long between filming as we took this time to work and slow down and get caught up on the Asia videos. I feel like we've kind of been in this hibernation and we're like finally waking up, like especially being out today in the woods. Like I just feel like my spirit's rising. Like I'm ready to bloom. I'm ready for this year to be colorful and full of experience. Just excited. It's good to have that feeling after being so dormant. Like, we literally have just been working our butts off and, you know, just getting by day to day, which is such a huge contrast from, you know, every day seeing something new and, you know, all that excitement. So it's good that we took this time to work and be quiet. And now we're ready to come out of our dens. Roar. That was scary. Sorry, guys. I know.
This is beautiful here. Here, let's take a little short walk together on this little mossy section. And you can enjoy that. Gosh, this place is wonderful. Check this out.
Check out this tree stump. That is massive.
There's another big stump, and you can see the springboard notch in it. What they did was they would notch out a little place for a springboard, which is just a board they stick in and cantilever in there that they'd stand on, so that they can start sawing at the straighter part of the tree, and it would be a little less to saw through than if they were just to try and take it down here like they did in the past. But that's a big one. And right next to it is, the woodpecker's been real busy on this guy. There must be a lot of bugs in there, or at least there were. I don't know if this will translate, but right next to the stream there's a tree here, and it is just so green. Like the moss is just super green.
And look at these ferns.
Oh, there's like little ferns covered in moss. Unless those might be mosses themselves.
Oh, maybe. It's like nature's teddy bear. It's so fluffy.
Yeah, like look at her hands just sink into that. So soft. That's cool. Don't trust the log. Well, that's one way to get across.
My boots are filled.
Oh.
It's cold.
You want to take them off?
Yeah, I probably should.
Oh, well, your socks soaked it up.
It's just squishy.
That sucks.
Yeah. Oh well. Part of the thing about being in the BMW is can't keep your socks dry.
Yeah, even with waterproof shoes.
Yeah. There's two newly blooming trilliums, the first ones I've seen this year. Two of them. Just budding. Look at that.
What am I looking at?
The trillium.
Oh. It blends in really well. That's cool. I'm glad it's
Oh, there's one fully in bloom.
yeah.
I didn't see that one.
Well, good. I'm not the only
Oh, there's
one.
two. I think there's two up there.
Yeah.
You don't usually see a lot of trillium when you see them. They're kind of loners. don't pick it because it can take a lot of years for it to come back. So he's just gonna go up and admire it up close.
There's another one growing right here. It's just this little tiny stick.
I love how this particular kind of like moss grows. Like, look how hugely fluffy that is. And then if you look up close, you can see the new buds on top of the older leaves. Until it just eventually cascades over.
That's another thing I like about Washington State is, well, at least this part of Washington State is, it's just so much in such a small area. Like, you got all these beautiful mosses, these baby trees, these giant trees, like this guy behind me. You got the little cascades, the lichens, the mushrooms, the fungi, the beautiful moss beds everywhere. It's just like the smells. There's nothing like it. Like, we have yet to find anything that comes close to the Pacific Northwest. I'm talking like parts of Oregon are like this, parts of Washington, all the way up through parts of Canada. Like, just this is beautiful. And this is a lichen, by the way. I like it not to eat it.
Oh my gosh, look guys. There's a yellow cedar. And I think it's still alive. It's massive. Those smell so good. And they're so beautiful.
It's huge. Silk mushroom. Well, we're glad to be back, and we're glad to bring you guys along. And this is the point in the video where we say, well, that was fun.
That was so much fun. Thank you guys for being on this adventure with us.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, check us out on Patreon, and we'll see you on the next one.
Bye now.
Bye now. That's Tippy.
I figured you guys would want to see Opal. It's been a minute. We'll have to take her on an adventure very soon and do some camping.